Good morning, Howard. Hey, I love you, George. Hey, Howard.
Hi.
I don't mean to bring down the love fest. I was wondering if you heard the Jamie Foxx show and all that shit they were talking about you. I mean, they were calling Robin the Uncle Tom house nigga and calling you irrelevant. But the thing that pissed me off the most, man, is they were calling you hunky. And I was like, well, shit, as soon as you or somebody else start calling them nigga, then they're going to get offended and want to protest and all this stupid shit.
Look, here's the bottom line on it. Let's
what
put
happened?
It,
I
don't
just
know.
Read
I'll give you the
notes.
history.
I didn't see or hear.
Fred and a couple other people sent me tape of Jamie Foxx talking some shit about me. As I said, you know, Jamie's been on my show many times. I consider Jamie to be a talent. But Jamie seems to want to get into some kind of pissing contest with me.
Yeah, I was like, what is this, wrestling?
Yeah, it's sort of like a weird thing that could get into a really weird area. I know shit about Jamie that maybe won't be so comfortable for him. And there's a lot of weird shit about Jamie. But here's the deal. I don't dislike Jamie. Here's what happened. We were on the air, and we talked about Precious. And there's a channel on here called the Foxx, which is Jamie's channel, and he's got a crew, you know, like what we do with the show. And before Jamie showed up, the crew was ragging on me for saying that Gabrielle Sidibe isn't going to have a career and that she's fat. So they were ragging on me, and they started in with me. And Jamie went on the air last week and said, "Hey, Howard, we play on the same team. Why are you being so nasty?" It was a reaction to your crew. You guys started up with me, and when you start up with me, I'm going to comment. And yes, it's true. I don't know any members of Jamie's crew. The show is not a popular show. Jamie's never done regular terrestrial radio and gotten ratings. I don't really care about Jamie Foxx. Jamie says he's a friend of mine. Jamie's not a friend of mine. I've had him on the show a couple of times.
Well, showbiz friends. When you do each other's shows, you're friends.
I don't consider him a friend anymore. He seems to want to start in with me, wants to say I'm irrelevant, and he's taking pokes and jabs at me and then saying he loves me. I'm not feeling the love. The crew started in with me. I'm not some pussy who's going to sit here and take it and listen to some bullshit. And quite frankly, I'm going to end it now because, you know what? I got a shitload of stuff on Jamie, which isn't a lot of fun. And if he wants to start in with me, even the name Jamie Foxx, it's interesting you chose the name Jamie. I could get into the whole fucking deal. And the thing is that I don't dislike the guy. He's a very talented guy. I'm not taking that away from him. He seems to be into some bizarre thing where he wants to start in with me so that he can get some attention for his channel on the Fox Hole, which is an interesting name, too.
Right.
About the hole. I wonder which hole they're referring to. How many holes are in Jamie? He's got an ass and he's got a mouth. And I don't know what he does with them. But here's the thing. I like Jamie. I'm not going to take it any further. I don't think his crew should have started. If we're all playing on the same team, don't start in with me. Yeah. And I'm not going to let it escalate. Jamie can say what he wants because no one's going to hear it anyway.
Yeah, I was just wondering. I was like, man, I was just listening. I was like, they just don't know the lines then they're about to walk into. But
it's okay. Like, don't come on the show anymore. Don't come in here and tell me you're my friend, and don't tell me you think I'm a talent and then just fucking hit me over the head. Quite frankly, it just rings false, and you're a phony. And I don't really, I'm done. You know what I mean?
Really, when I looked at it, I was like, does anybody really go to Jamie Foxx for opinions?
No.
He can act, he can sing, so go do that and shut up.
Yeah, and calling Miley Cyrus when she's 15 years old a white bitch, it's distasteful to me anyway. But, I give it a slide because we were on the same team. I considered us on the same team until his crew started trying to start in with me.
And when you pull out the old house Negro thing,
yeah.
I mean, where are we? How old are we? What year is it?
Well, that's just racist.
There's something new to say?
Yeah, and Jamie, Jamie is, I don't know what his problem is, but good. So
I'm sure he felt like he had to step up for his buds or something.
And keep up, stand up for his crew there.
Yeah.
Instead of saying to him, hey, listen, crew, what are you starting in with that guy for? I'm friendly with him, and, we support each other. But,
hey, you're the man, Howard. I love you, brother.
So, I'm not going to open up the next can of worms. Jamie's got enough shit in his life to deal with. It ain't a bed of roses, let's put it that way. All right, thank you.
Gee, you ought to tell me. I would love to know.
Hey, you know what? I'm not. You know what? I won't take it there.
Not you. I mean, not me on the air. Me in person. Me behind the scenes. I'd like to.
Yeah, you know what? And be a man. Come in here and say it right to our faces. Come in here and tell Robin she's a house Negro. And come in here and tell me how irrelevant I am. Come here man to man and talk to me. If you really have a bug up your ass about me and we're on the same team. You know? So come on in here like a real man and confront me. And you tell me what I'm doing wrong. And I'll tell you your whole story. You know, I don't know what pressures he's feeling in his life. I'm sure it's not easy being an actor, finding a role. I don't know how many of his movies make money. I don't know what his deal is. I don't know if he's washed up or not. Maybe he's got a bug up. Maybe he's trying to get some attention for himself. I don't know. But my guess is we're probably not on the same team. I think he's playing for a way different team. Okay? That's what I think. I don't know what team he's on, but it ain't my team. You want to be on my team? Come in here. You got a problem with me. You come in and tell me what your problem is. Because I suggest there is no problem. It's just...
just trying to get attention.
Yeah, and I don't know what... You know what? It feels weird to me. It doesn't ring true. It feels like professional wrestling. Yeah,
that's what I said. Yeah, we're tag teams. We're now going to be name calling. What are we in high school?
Yeah, and like I listened to the tape of it, and it was just like, you know, and it sounds like kind of like a, hey, yeah, Howard, he ain't happening anymore. Woo, you just said it, baby. We ain't afraid of nothing. You know, it's just like woo, woo, you know, and it's just like, oh my goodness, it's too much for me. You win. You're the winner. You really put me down into the ground. I can't tell you how my life is destroyed.
Yeah, we're licking our wounds.
Yeah, we can't take it anymore. No mas. But if you want to be a man, if you got a problem with me, which is, I guess you do because you started in with me. I didn't start this. Your crew got on there and you didn't see anything wrong with it. And then you say, I'm not a team player. Well, who's on whose team here? But come on.
Who started what? We weren't talking about them.
I don't even know from them. I don't know one person's name on there except for Jamie. I don't even know where the channel is on Sirius, honestly. I'm not even sure they're not on XM. I don't know what they're on. But don't say you're a friend of mine. You know, you're clearly not, and let's leave it at that. So, go have a good life, go make some great movies, and good luck with your career. And you don't need to come in here and be my friend. You want to come in?
I considered it beneath an Academy Award winner to be involved in such silliness.
Quite frankly, I was listening to the radio put down of us. I thought it was bad radio. I thought it was just, woo, 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 you told him, woo, like doing the dozens when I was back in Roosevelt. That's what it sounded like.
Right. Well, that's what I said. It's like high school.
Sometimes, it was like Arsenio. Sometimes I'm trapped. When I was trapped in high school and I had a bad scene, being the only white kid in an all-black school is not fun. And there was a lot of reverse racism. There was just a lot of racism, period. And I just remember sitting in a room and guys would be doing that. It sounded like, like, yeah, well, your mama, she's bad. Her pussy smell. Ooh. And then eventually everyone would take it outside and beat the shit out of each other. And that's what this sounds like to me. And there's a female on there, and she's very full of herself, a woman who's never done professional radio, as far as I know. And
I don't know who she is. I don't know what her history is.
She's feeling very accomplished and very, very sure of herself and her career.
I'm very happy for all of them feeling so good.
And probably,
I don't care. I really don't care what they say.
And her take-home paycheck is probably, 1 gazillionth of what Robin takes home.
But it doesn't matter. It doesn't really matter.
But anyway, Jamie...
I mean, somebody had to play it for you to hear it.
Yeah.
It wasn't like somebody was talking about it on the street.
Yeah, I don't really know what the game plan is over there or what it is they want from me or what they're saying about me. They're saying that I'm no good. Jamie says I need him to help me get motivated to be funny and that I'm irrelevant. Really? And then says he really loves me and likes me. You don't love me, you don't like me, and you're not my friend. So let's call the charade off, dude. And do what you have to do and continue to blast me. See if it helps. And I'll ignore you. How's that? Because this is just fucking bullshit. You just sound silly.
And, I love that Oh, she's a house nigger. And now what is that supposed to make me do?
It means because you speak properly, you're a house nigger.
What is that supposed to make me do?
Well, that's
stupid.
Yeah.
Make me do.
It means because you speak properly, you're a house nigger.
What is that supposed to make me do?
Well, that's
stupid.
Yeah. Well, if you're a so-called house nigger, I want more of you because you know what? There's a woman who just went to Guatemala who raises money for people who, you know, I don't know, does a lot of good things. And if that's referring to the fact that you speak well.
I have no idea what they mean by that. But I wish they could get more descriptive because it's a very old term.
No.
And I don't know that it has relevance anymore. Speaking of relevant.
But I'm not, there's a whole bunch of stuff I could say if I really wanted to get into doing the dozens with Jamie. But I'll skip it. How old is he anyway, Jamie?
40-something?
Yeah. Wonder if he's going to settle down pretty soon. Maybe with a...
Find a nice girl.
Find a nice girl and settle down. Maybe.
Right girl.
He's got to find the right... He can't find the right girl?
Can't find the right girl.
Okay. All right.
He's trying.
He's trying.
It's hard out there.
All right. But anyway, Jamie, I love you. There's no problem. I don't care. You know, you can do what you want. You go ahead. If I can help you get some content on that channel, go ahead. I mean, what can I tell you? But don't say you're a friend of mine. And if you got a problem with me, come on in. Come on down here. You know where the show is. And come talk to me about it. Be happy to talk to you right here. And we'll hear how bad we are. But say it to my face. That's all. Come on down. As they say on The Price is Right. Come on down.
But something that's irrelevant, you usually just ignore.
I don't know. I don't know why they're... I don't know. All I know is I was sitting here doing a show, and then I get a tape of his crew bashing me, and then Jamie gets on the air and says, well, gee, Howard, you're supposed to be playing on our team. Well, I'm
so
sorry.
You should bash yourself.
Yeah, I guess so.
Get on their bandwagon.
What did you say that prompted their...
I was talking about the film Precious, that in Hollywood, they don't hire... You know, they had her up for Best Actress. And I said, she's this big, enormous fat woman, the size of a planet.
I saw the film.
Yeah, and I go... This is not going to, Oprah's lying, they're all lying to her that she can have this fabulous career. Obese people don't get, when is the last time you saw a leading woman in a role that was obese? They don't get work.
No.
And it's a big problem. And the
so
woman
you made that comment, and that prompted...
well, it prompted a bunch of debate, and it was fine. I mean, that's what I do. I speak
everybody
my
made
mind.
the debate that Howard said she was fat.
Right.
Like, that's
she is.
at issue.
Yeah, well, evidently that's considered very bad. Like, I call Rush Limbaugh fat. There's a lot of people I call fat. Kirstie Alley's fat. You know, there's a lot of people who are fat.
And they don't work.
And they don't.
No.
That's Hollywood. I'm not the bad guy here. If I could hire some people in Hollywood, I'd hire some few fat people, but I can't.
And it's a commentary on the general ticket-buying public.
Yep.
The public won't buy.
Well, Vanity Fair just had the 10 hottest
New Hollywood.
New actresses. They're all super skinny. And then it's even funny, too, and white. There was one black woman, I think. I'm not even sure if there was one.
Was there?
I think it was all white.
It was all white.
Yeah. No Asians, no blacks,
Asians,
no Hispanics, nothing.
Nobody else exists in Hollywood.
No.
You know, the fantasy Hollywood is all white.
So
the reality of America is the total opposite. It's diverse.
Right. So it's not a really brilliant or great statement, but his crew got on and started ripping me a new asshole, implying that, you know, how can you, I guess because Gabby's black, that it's like I'm racist or something. Whatever it was, they were real. And they were talking
you're
me.
fattest.
And
you're
they were,
fattest.
Right. And they were calling me ugly.
Well, that wasn't their argument. Their argument was that, yeah.
And I'm a pelican, and I'm a pelican face, and I'm ugly.
Jew.
And a Jew. And I heard the word Jew, and... It's just, and then it was like, well, okay, so, you know, what is that? So I got on the air and I fucking gave it to him. And I said it the way it was. And then, you know, Jamie goes, well, you're not playing on our team. Why so angry?
Oh.
You call me a fucking Jew, I'm getting angry.
Absolutely.
All right?
I mean,
take
that's
your
racist.
shit. So, you know.
Well, I mean, you spoke...
Well, you know what? I just don't sit back and fucking take shit. And quite frankly, this thing could escalate into uncomfortable areas. Trust me.
Yeah, it's got.
And you know what? I don't want to tag someone like that. And quite frankly, it's not worth it. I do like Jamie. I respect him as an actor. I'll leave it at that. And that's it. I do like his work, I should say.
Yeah.
But he's not he keeps saying he's my friend. He's not my friend anymore. There's total animosity between us, as far as I'm concerned. You know.
Well, that's too bad.
No, too bad. Well, you know what? Join the club of people who are not on my team.
Insecure, and they gotta find some. I mean, racists basically are people that are insecure about who they are, and they got to find something to.
I don't know that the man's a racist, but his crew sounding awfully weird, calling Robin a house nigger and all that.
I know that,
or a house negro or whatever it is. It's like, look, it sounded like third grade to me, doing the dozens, and I'm not going to get into it, and that's the end of that. What can I tell you?
Well,
I'll try to take the high road.
I don't think they'll take it as the end.
Well, if they
that's
don't,
their business. Whatever they do,
it's up to them.
Yeah,
it's up to them. Do what you want.